Hi, I'm Mike Burke, and today I present to you the most controversial movie I have ever made, and so it goes. Now, before I tell you why it's controversial, I'm going to just give you some of the technical details. We shot this in 2005 on DV video. DV video was the precursor to high def, so it's not quite the quality that you'll find with high def, but there are some new scenes that were shot in DSLR high definition, and those are superb quality. Now, this movie was supposed to be my last micro-budget movie back in 2005. I had made the decision that after I finished shooting this movie, I was taking a break for all of 2006, and I wanted to only spend time in 2006 on, one, getting all of my films released to DVD because I had not found a distributor yet, and two, to spend time writing a bunch of screenplays I had. I had a whole list of screenplays to write. But because I kept making these low-budget movies, I could never get to them. So I decided that this would be the last of those movies, and really what I wanted to be the last of Phase 1. So Phase 1 is the beginning of my film career. Phase 2 would be me advancing and doing bigger budget stuff and better stuff. So when we shot this movie, a couple of issues happened. The original intention of this story was supposed to be about a guy telling the story about how he fails at love and that he's not alone, that all of the men in his family fail. They've all ended up in divorce, and they struggled to even find the woman that they wanted to be with, and then we would see each of their stories. So it would be like little film shorts that all connect into one big movie. So the problem here is that some of that did get shot, and you'll see it, but a lot of it didn't. And the reason why is because what happens when you do a low-budget, micro-budget movie is most times you're not paying the actors or the crew. Everybody's volunteering. And in this case here, I had a lot of people who simply didn't show up. They weren't getting paid, there was no contract, so at the last minute they decided, I don't want to do it now. And unfortunately with this movie, I had a large number of people do that. Unfortunately, in the end, it wasn't the movie I wanted. And so I ended up taking a bunch of unused footage I had from other movies and things that I had shot for other projects and put them in this. And it didn't make sense. And it didn't fit. Then the second part of the problem. My movie was made in 2005 and copyrighted in 2005 under the name And So It Goes. But then many years later, I don't know when, like 2011, 2012, the Michael Douglas movie came out called And So It Goes. And when that movie came out, people were buying my movie or renting my movie thinking they were getting the Michael Douglas movie. And so, of course, they were disappointed because it wasn't the movie they thought it was. But that's their fault. That's their fault for not reading the description and not seeing when the movie was made and who stars in it. So instead of blaming themselves for choosing the wrong movie, they blamed me. And they ripped the movie apart, insulted me. I had one person said that I should be sued for stealing the Hollywood name from that movie. Well, it's actually the other way around, because if Rob Reiner had looked into it, he would have seen that my movie existed called And So It Goes. Now, I'm not complaining. It happens. There are movies that come out that have the same name. It happens. It's bound to happen. But when these morons attack me because they're dumb and then beat down my movie, it causes a problem. And so my movie has like 5 reviews on Amazon and all of them are 1 star. So that's not good. It makes the movie look worse than it actually is. Now, the few people who intentionally bought the movie got the sloppy version of it, and I don't blame them for giving it 1 star. So what I did was, about 5 years ago, I went back and did a new remastered version of this movie, and I cut out all of the garbage. I used only the original footage that was shot for this movie, including some stuff that was originally deleted. And I restructured this movie into what I wanted it to be, which is my character telling the story about the failures of the men in his family. and I was able to do it in a different way. I used some new footage that I shot, and I created a new ending. And so now what I have is a much more polished piece of work. All of the garbage is out of it, and I'm actually really happy with it. So, unfortunately, with Amazon, with people seeing those bad reviews, nobody went and watched the movie again. Nobody was renting it. So nobody has seen this updated version of it. And I believe that people will like it a lot better. So now that you know, and you know the controversy behind it, and how this is the worst rated movie I have ever made, I hope this new version changes that, and that you actually see it for what it is. Keep in mind, it is a low-budget independent film, but it is supposed to be funny, it's a romantic comedy, it's got great actors in it, not really me, but the others, and I really like it. So, if you like this movie, it is available on Blu-ray and DVD. There is a link below. And the films do have some extras on there, so you'll find on both DVD and Blu-ray some extras. Also, it's all in 5.1 surround, and the Blu-ray is the best quality of this movie you can find. Also, please like and subscribe the video. Like it, subscribe it, subscribe. It helps. It helps get this channel out there. It helps get the video out there. Helps people find it. And it helps my channel. So please do that. Now I present to you And So It Goes. So, I have always been unlucky in love. Oh, look at the camera. Well, why am I going to look at the camera when you're asking me the questions and you're sitting right there? I mean, shouldn't I be talking to you? Alright. So, my story is that I have been unlucky in love for my entire life. But what's most unusual is the fact that it's not just me. It goes all the way back to my grandfather. And the whole story is that we believe that someone cursed us somewhere back then. We don't know who, we don't know how, but all the men in my family just seem to have the worst luck when it comes to love, and I've been no exception. It's just, things look like it's gonna go great, and then it just... So, I mean, let's go back to my grandfather. His story was an interesting one. He saw the girl of his dreams, and then he tried everything he could to get her attention, and she wanted nothing to do with him. Well, as it turned out, that woman was my grandmother. So it did kind of work out, but they went through that kind of back and forth stuff for a long time. Until finally she just gave up. And that's the thing, she just gave up. We don't really know if she loved him. I think she was just tired of him. And she thought, I can't keep fighting this guy. I'm just gonna marry him and get it over with. So. Oh, my parents? Yeah, they hated each other. And I mean like red hot hate. I mean, she couldn't stand him. She hated my father. You see, when they first met, everything seemed normal. He seemed like a normal guy. He was charming, he was polite, he was chivalry. But really, once they got married, his true colors came out. And, well, quite honestly, he was an asshole. I mean, I know he's my father, but he was an asshole.
Okay, let's begin. Ben, why are you here today?
She's a bitch.
Oh, easy.
You know, I mean, you are a bitch.
Excuse me, do you see what I have to deal with?
You know, just
the profanity.
Constant. You know, I mean, for once, would you just keep your yapper shut?
Listen to me, okay?
Yeah, listen, I am tired of listening to you.
Do you see what I have to deal with? On top of the fact that he's profane, on top of the fact that he's always on top of me and calling me names.
Please.
Look at his hair. Look at his hair.
What about my hair? It's
one person
perfect.
at a time, please.
I don't understand what the problem with the hair is.
Doctor, everyone in this room knows that this is a wig. I mean, why are you gonna... He's bald. Look, he's bald.
Come on!
Ben.
You have to tell everybody? What the hell?
Ben.
You didn't have to tell him that.
Ben,
God damn it! What would you keep your mouth shut?
He's in denial.
Denial.
Completely in denial.
Unbelievable.
Everyone knows it's a wig, Ben. Look at it. I mean, where did you get it at the Halloween store?
Did you have to tell him I was bald?
Oh, you didn't know, Doctor. Did you know that he was bald? Did you know that that was a wig?
Does he have to?
Well, of course he did.
I'm not the one.
You don't even have to answer that. Forget about it.
Therapy today. Okay, first of all.
And on top of the fact, okay.
Why don't you shut up, you know? Because you got this mouth and you're just like, you just keep going. You're like this machine. Did you know how to shut up? You know what the word shut and up is? It's like this here, the jaw, the bottom of the jaw.
He
shut
doesn't like to hear the truth.
You know?
He doesn't like to hear the truth.
It's like you just...
Now that I have your attention, I usually don't do that, but you two seem to have some severe issues that need to be dealt with. Okay, Ben, why do you feel the need to call her a so-called bitch?
Because he's an asshole. Because he's an asshole. Because he's an asshole.
Please.
Asshole.
Do you know
Let
she's
talk now.
She's got fake boobs.
That's fine. We're not here for what's fake and what's not fake.
She tried to, not admit it,
inside of your
Let's talk about your penis.
But it's like two things of silly putty.
Let's talk about his penis.
I really don't
That's a good subject.
That's a different kind of field that I am not in.
Small.
Okay, I am not in that field.
A regular condom doesn't fit on it. He's got to have like a pen cap or something.
Pen cap.
I am not a sexual therapist.
Let's talk about that.
You know, most women, it's like, soft and supple, Yours are like two sacks of silly putty. It's like you could actually shape them, I could make them into little shapes.
You
and things,
asked me to get my breasts done.
I didn't ask. I never did that.
Didn't you do that? Because you were complaining about how small they are?
That's a hunk of burn along.
Okay, now, Ben.
Let's talk about that.
Why did you need to all of a sudden act like Elvis? What inner thoughts come to you when you do that?
Yeah, Elvis, the hair, the voice. It's psychotic. It's really psychotic. His parents don't say anything about it, of course, because he's a fucking angel.
Oh, here we go. The parents. Let's bring the parents
No,
into
let's
it.
not bring
They
the
have
parents
nothing
in.
to do with the fact that you're a bitch. You know what she does?
There's no need to be calling
She
names
is
here,
a whore.
Please.
And I'm not just saying that to be mean. She is. She's been sleeping around.
I have.
Look, she admits it. She's been sleeping around with all of my friends. She slept with my brother,
If they were
my
your
cousin,
friends,
my
they
uncle.
wouldn't sleep with me.
She slept with my father, for Christ's sake. And he's been dead for 20 years, so I don't know how she did that, but she did.
I can tell you that the reason why I slept with other people is because he's got a small penis.
Oh, yeah.
I have needs, doctor. I am a young, I am an attractive woman who is at the prime of her sexual being, and I have to deal with Mr. No Penis. That's what I call him, Mr. No Penis.
Well, I mean, I guess
if I'm a whore, it's your fault. You brought me to it.
Better to have.
And it didn't matter at first, It didn't matter because at first it was all about, feelings and love and all that. But he fucked that up. So.
Yeah. You're a bitch. I don't know how many other ways to put it.
You're an asshole.
You're a bitch.
You're an
You're just a big old bitch.
So, the main reason why you're here today...
Did you hear that?
I've heard it. I've heard the name calling. There's
No, did you hear the Elvis?
I've heard the Elvis.
What is that?
There's some kind of inner
Is he here?
problem coming out of him. I don't know at the time what's causing it.
Well, aren't you a doctor?
Yes, I am a doctor.
You know, I mean,
Ben, shut the
I
fuck
am not
up.
a sexual therapist, though.
you know what else? You know what really drives me nuts? Is your driving. You are the
Here we go.
worst driver
Here
on
we
the
go.
planet.
Now we're here for driving.
Who the hell? I don't even know how you do it.
How did
You-
this go from sexual...
you're in a
to
car.
driving
Thank you.
school now? I don't
Thank
get
you.
it.
There's a steering wheel, so obviously one hand has to be on the
Ben?
steering wheel.
Ben?
Then there's coffee. Then there's makeup and a
she
cell
doesn't
phone.
listen
Yeah,
to
she's
good
able
husband
to
Paula.
drink the coffee,
I
talk on the
can't
cell
talk
phone,
on the
while
cell
putting
phone
the makeup
and
on
drink
all at the
coffee
same time. How
and
the
do
hell
my
do you do
makeup
that?
because the house is
I don't
full
get
of your
it.
family
Pretty
members.
soon, anyways.
Okay, your psychotic
It's like-
family members who
But no,
don't stop
she's
coming
on her
to
third car in 3
They
months.
they visit,
Each month, she
visit,
gets into
visit.
another
People
accident.
visit. That means they
It's
come,
unbelievable.
they have a cup of
I can't
coffee,
believe it. My friend
and they
doesn't even
go. Not his parents, not his family. They all come. Doctor, it's not healthy for a marriage. They're
What?
always in the house.
Oh.
They're always in the house. And he's such a fucking wimp. You know, he can't tell him to leave. He's just like his penis.
They-
He's a little man. A little man.
Little man.
Why don't you tell him to leave?
Because you're a whore.
Little whore. He's a whore.
You know, you're a whore,
I've heard
and I
this.
want them all to come over and see the whore. That's right.
Whore.
Hey, everybody, come over. Look, it's the whore.
Whore.
You know, they treat me so much better than you do. You know, I mean, they're
They
kind,
are
and they're nice to me. and
Mooching off of you. They're
know,
sucking
they-
us dry.
They're
Okay?
my family, and I love them. I love them very much. Very
They're-
much.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
Ben,
Did you hear that?
why do you need to start expressing yourself as Elvis? Why can't you express yourself to her as
This is
you,
fucking serious.
without the name calling?
I am a funny guy. Okay? I'm a funny guy.
Who told
I have
you
a
that?
sense of humor.
No, seriously, who
Elvis
told you
is
that?
funny, and you know,
Ben.
'cause I would do the Elvis voice.
Ben.
I'm funny. Hey,
Ben.
That's all.
Who told you that? Who told you you were
You
funny?
did.
25 years ago, maybe.
I was 2, but I mean, you see what I'm dealing with there, Doc?
You know what, Doc? I don't think this is gonna work. You know, because he doesn't listen. He doesn't know how to listen. He doesn't know how to open his ears. He's infantile. He starts mimicking. He starts acting like Elvis. He starts talking like Elvis. He blames me for his family coming over. I brought him over because I want them to see that you're a whore. What is that? What is that?
That
He's
could be issues coming out from you insulting him about his so-called man.
little wiener. Let's say it. Let's say
Okay,
it.
well,
Doctor,
I use the proper
Doctor,
term.
no, you gotta see this thing. It's
That's
so
fine.
small. Like when I first saw it, I was like, you know, whatever. Oh, Ben. Now I think it's even shrunk, you know, because he's gotten so fat that you can hardly even see
Okay,
his.
so there's
Yeah.
the issue that he's fat also.
I mean, it's a wonder why I sleep with everybody.
He's
Anyone who
sitting
comes
down
my
now,
way.
so you can't actually see how wide her ass is. But let me tell you, wow.
Listen, I'm
You
a
gotta put a
normal
beeper on
size
there when she backs
6,
up.
okay? Beauty queens would like a body like mine.
I don't even know what to go with that one. I mean,
Okay,
probably because
so
you slept with a lot of women too, so
So,
of course they'd want your
so,
body.
Ben,
You know,
Is that what you do?
you have to
think
be a
about
little bit more free. You have to be a little bit more spontaneous. I mean, not everything is like, you know, you get married and you die, you know? I mean, he doesn't even want to go out with me. He won't go out with me. Like, before I started sleeping around, I was like, honey, come on, let's go to dinner. Honey, let's go to a movie. Honey, let's do this. Honey, let's do that. Let's do something. Let's get out of this rut. And, oh, wait, my parents are coming over. Or, I don't know, there's a movie, an Elvis movie-thon on. You fucking geek.
Ben, do
You
you feel it?
stupid bitch.
Ben, excuse
Just
me.
a
Ben.
moment, okay?
I am the therapist. Please respond to me.
Yeah.
I'm trying to break through here.
Yeah, that's nice. Thanks. Look,
Get your parents out of the house.
you know,
Okay.
I don't even.
I wish that I had
You're driving me up a
now.
wall. That's the
Like
problem.
did
You
here.
are driving me up the wall.
let's get-
Everything you do drives me nuts. The
Let's-
way you eat peanut butter and it gets on your lips and you don't clean it off, and the way you drink the milk, it's like, who drinks milk that way? It's like.
At least I do groceries. If it
And-
wasn't for me, we wouldn't
And the
eat.
grocery shopping. God,
You-
who
you-
takes
you-
4 hours to go grocery shopping?
I
mean,
like
there's
to
only 2 of us
compare,
there.
shop.
It is
I like to
unbelievable.
compare and shop, okay? That's what I do, okay?
Ben is small.
Okay, now that I have your attention,
That's right, Ben is small. That's right,
Ben,
that's right. He's a small man and a small penis.
Okay, Miss
And a small-
Flat Chestnut.
Oh, can you
That's what I
talk?
mentioned
Can
for
you
about
talk?
5
Can you
seconds.
talk? Can you talk?
maybe I have to do.
Why did I even
backflips
come
to
here
your
to do this? To be ridiculed by you and the doctor's calling me small?
Oh, and he's got this flatulence problem.
Oh,
Okay, that's
now
gas
that
problem.
is just, I do not. It's
Doctor, when there's company over. And you know, it comes from
Ben,
his
do
family.
you take any medication for the black rib?
I don't have a problem with that.
Yes, his whole family does. It's disgusting.
Why do you feel the need to imitate people?
I don't see anything
Can
wrong
you
with
just
that.
talk to her as yourself?
Okay, talk to her as myself, sure. How you doing, sweetheart? You know, you're about to find some
I don't know what to do
computer.
with this, Doctor.
Paula. Paula.
Yes.
And his parents, you seem to think that they're always in the way. Does he spend
Dr.
more
Mason-
time with them than you?
Ah, absolutely. You know, when I first met him, I said to myself, this is a guy who really cares about family. You know, he's always with the family. He's united. They're loving and all that stuff. But it's too much. Okay, you get married and you leave your home, and parents come and visit. The parents come on vacation. You send the grandkids, whatever. But they're not constantly with you. They're just.
You feel that they're more a part of your life than he is.
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
They're always in my house. They're always nitpicking at what I do, how I cook, you know, how I clean, what I wear.
And people are all different.
Yeah, go ahead now, Doc. You could speak.
So
This is the
Paula
one
feels-
time you could speak where she's not blabbing.
Could you let me speak?
Exactly. You're the one who's
Go
talking.
now, quickly, because you don't have much time. She's gonna go.
See? Look.
She's going. Look.
You're the one talking. Ben. Ben, please. I usually don't say this in my therapy session. I talk to people that respect.
Yes.
But could you please shut the fuck up?
You supposed to talk to me? Aren't I paying you for this?
No,
Yes, you are
actually,
paying me.
actually, I'm paying you, Doctor, because he hasn't worked
Regardless
in 6
of who's
months.
paying me, let's make some breakthrough here. Okay,
Shoot.
Ben,
Look, we're gonna work. But yeah.
is your
Yes,
parents
yes, yes.
around you and your wife a lot?
Yes, Doc. Let me answer that question for you. My parents are around a lot. Yes, they are my parents, and I am their son, which would make them around. Oh, and they live nearby, so we are a family. Yes, that answers your question. Yes, they are around a lot. Yes.
Are they over more than once or twice a week? Are they there every day, you say?
They're there every day.
They are.
Because they're neighbors. Yes, of course.
Oh,
yes.
they live right across
Well,
the street from
my
you.
neighbors aren't always in my house. My other neighbors are not always in my house.
They're not
Paula.
your parents, are they?
Paula, when is the last time your parents have been around?
They come, you know, every other Sunday.
Okay.
You know,
Okay, that's fair. That's normal.
they come for dinner and they leave.
Yeah.
Okay,
Eat and
that's
leave.
fine. When your parents come, Ben, how long are they usually there?
They probably, they live like probably about a half an hour away.
Okay.
So they'll come usually Sunday after church, and then I have lunch for them, and then we sit and talk for about 2 or 3 hours. There's coffee, and
Okay.
you know, if
Normal.
there's something to do around the house, my father will do it because this bum doesn't, you know,
Okay.
pick up an instrument or
Bum
he's
now
not a
he is,
handyman.
They can't do anything. You know, just a blob.
And then they leave it around, you know, before it becomes inappropriate.
Okay, that's fine. Yes. And Ben, when your parents come over, how long do they stay?
It's
Do
a
they
blur.
spend the
Sometimes
night?
they don't.
Pretty
Do
much.
they ever leave?
They leave. No,
Do they tuck you in at bed
10
at night?
p.m.
Ben, do you sleep with your wife at night?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Sleep in the same bed.
Sleep with my wife.
We sleep in the same
Oh
bed,
my
but there's no
God.
sex because, like I said,
No
his
sex,
penis is
okay.
very small.
Very small.
Yeah.
Do you have erection problems,
It's
Ben?
more like she's just not good.
She's not good.
I mean, I know I shouldn't say
What do you mean
it
by not
in front
good,
of the
Ben?
doctor. She's just, you know, I mean,
You don't feel she's a fit wife for you?
who just lays there and smokes? I
Just
mean,
lays there
really.
and smokes,
She doesn't
okay.
even really smoke normally, just then. She's just like, yeah. And chews gum, too, at the same time. Yeah.
I have to do
That's
my
good.
wife duty sometimes, and I just sit there
Yeah.
and take it. But I'm not. Obviously, I'm not enjoying it. What does that
That's
say
good.
about you? I'm not enjoying it, right?
Since
Ben,
when
do you
did you
find her
ever?
attractive, Ben? Maybe that's why you're having erection problems, or small penis?
Fine.
Do you
I
not
don't know
find her
why
attractive?
I'm the one here who's getting hammered on
Ben, I am
about
not hammering you. I'm trying to get through the issues of your problems.
It
You
is
obviously have
perfectly
problems.
fine. It is a good length. It is fine, and nobody else has ever complained about it before I met her.
was a virgin when I
and
met him.
neither did
Okay.
she when I married
He
her.
was a virgin
By
when
the
I
way,
met him.
we need carrots. Right on, I forgot about carrots, so I was reminded of
Fine,
carrots.
fine.
But anyways, I don't see what the problem is at all.
Over time, my mother began to hate him, and yeah, it formed into this red hot hatred. It was pretty bad. She even got to the point where she just started hitting him. And it was mostly just the frustration because he was acting so bizarre and she couldn't take it anymore.
The problem is, Ben, focus.
Focus.
The problem is that when your family is at the house, I feel like I am invisible.
invisible. Let me get it out. How do you feel invisible?
I feel invisible because you are always tending to them. They're always tending to you. Why am I there? Do you remember when, Peter? Remember Peter, your brother? That you don't speak to anymore? That your parents don't speak to anymore? Doctor, Ben has a brother. His name is Peter, older. Pretty boy. Okay? He was the shining star. Handsome, huge penis, I'm told. Okay. Football star.
Yes.
A student.
Yes.
Ivy League
Yes.
material.
Yes. Okay.
And
you wish that Ben would have some of these characteristics.
oh, absolutely. But the point
Are
I'm
there
trying.
any characteristics of Ben that you like? So to say, maybe.
Well, when I first met him, he was very funny.
Very funny. Okay. Humor is very important.
He was very charming.
Very charming. Yes. Okay. Anything else? Nothing else?
He was, I guess, sexy in a quirky kind of way.
Okay.
Kind of like,
Okay.
you know.
That's 3 things. That's fine. It's better than nothing. Ben, when you saw Paula for the first time, what did you think? Did you think this is the wife for me?
As soon as I saw her, I lost my breath.
Okay.
And I took one look at her and I knew. She made me laugh, and she was smart and intelligent. She had this strength that I liked. She wasn't like some of these, dumbos that, are around town, She was different.
Okay.
And fell for it right away.
Yes.
I'm kind of shocked that I'm actually married to her, I mean, how does a guy like me get married to someone like her? It's kind of impossible,
So you feel you don't deserve her? You feel maybe she's too attractive for you?
Yeah, I don't think maybe she chose the wrong guy,
Okay. Now would you say that maybe your parents persuaded you maybe not to marry her, maybe because of, excuse me, Paula, of her race, maybe? Is that another issue that was brought up by her?
I never listened to them on stuff like that, so I mean, if they said anything like that, I just ignored it,
Then it seeps into the relationship. I feel like you, when you were a child and everyone was looking at Peter, and you couldn't do anything good enough.
So Paula, you're attracted to his brother Peter then, I take it?
No, I'm not attracted to Peter.
Not at all?
Peter's full of himself. Peter was never like Ben. Ben was the one that could really see you. Really see you. You didn't have to say anything, you just knew. You'd be in a crowded room and he'd just look across and you knew exactly what you were thinking. Which is usually, let's get out of here.
Yeah, we had some good time.
Peter was just full of himself. He just wanted to make himself happy. As soon as he hit it big.
Look, I made up all that stuff about her having an affair. She never actually did. I just made that up.
Now, Paula, you said you want to have children.
Look, Ben, I don't care about the hair, okay? I don't care that you're bald.
I got some hair, but...
And your penis is fine. It's fine. You need to do something about your parents. They have to leave. They have to get out. Or you're gonna lose me.
Okay, I know where you're coming from. I do. I don't know how to tell them not to, how to tell them. But I understand. I don't want to lose you over them. I really don't.
Well, then you have to do something, and you have to do something quick. And I'm not saying that they can't come over, and I'm not saying that they can't share with us, and they can't. When we have kids, they can take them for the weekend, or they can take them for the summer. I don't care. I want you back.
What do we, Doc? What do I do?
He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
True. So what do I do? How about I talk to them? Have a meeting. Kind of lay down the law. This is how it is.
I'm supposed to be first.
You're first.
I'm first. And we're first.
What if we move?
Let's move. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, let's move. They could visit once a year or whatever. Let's just go out of another state.
Might be a good look for me. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm still in session here. Time is almost up, guys.
Let's make this a new beginning. When we walk out of here today, it's all new.
Just you and me.
That's it.
Just you and me.
Yes. All right?
You promise?
Yes. We back?
I love you.
Oh, isn't that sweet?
And your fucking small penis.
It's gonna make me cry. What is breakthrough? I love when there's breakthrough.
Get out of here!
Oh my gosh.
You suck. We're not paying your ass.
I didn't need you.
Seriously. Are you even a fucking doctor?
What are you about anyway?
I mean, we didn't need you for anything.
Okay, well, that's fair. But,
You know,
you'll be getting the bill.
we
so
just
you'll be
needed
talking
to
to my
find a
lawyer.
way to talk, and we did that. But really, did we even have his help? I mean, why should we even pay him?
No, he just told us to shut up, and he even screamed at you.
He screamed at me. He called me Mr. Small or
You're the
whatever
one
it
that
was.
came to me. I
Can
didn't
I
call
see your
you.
credentials, please?
My credentials?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I gotta get them.
That's what I
somewhere.
thought.
I don't know where I put them.
Do you even get women at all?
Okay, time is up.
I don't think so. I think you
Time
have
is up. That's
issues.
it
I
for
think,
Do you have a
That's
small penis?
Do I have a small penis?
I think that's
Well,
what it
maybe
is.
I'll show you one night. Hey.
are you hitting on my wife?
Am I hitting?
Honey,
You're hitting on my wife.
get up!
Oh, my parents? Oh, yeah, they divorced. Yeah, that didn't work out. She hated him. I mean, like, really hated him. Like, red hot hatred. Like, kick his ass every day. And when I mean kick his ass, I mean she would put on a boot like a stiletto. Is that even a boot? Well, I don't really know anything about women's fashion, but, you know, a boot thing. And she would just jam it right up his ass. I mean, that's how much she hated him. She just wanted him to hurt. She'd punch him sometimes, slap him, kick him out of the house. He'd be sleeping on the front lawn. Sometimes he'd sleep on the pool deck. One time we actually caught him sleeping on a mattress on top of the pool, in the water. She just hated this guy. And he didn't really do anything to fight for it. I mean, he was kind of dumb and kind of dopey. And that whole therapy session thing, you know, that lasted for about 2 weeks, and it was a joke. She didn't really take it seriously, and he obviously didn't. Well, anyways, at one point in time, she just had enough. She couldn't take it anymore. She couldn't fake it anymore. So she changed all the locks. When he came home after work one day, he couldn't get in. And that was it. So he slept on the front lawn for a while. At one point, he actually burrowed in the front lawn. He made like a hole, like kind of like what an animal would do, like a rabbit. And he dug the hole with his bare hands, and he would rake up all the grass clippings and kind of put it in there. And he was sleeping in the hole for a while. And one morning he was gone, and we haven't seen him since. Hell of a thing, you know? You know what I was just thinking? In life, there comes these moments. A moment that is just a moment. It's fleeting. It could go at any second. And what we choose to do in that moment could change our lives forever. That could be the moment we were looking for. And all we have to do is take that chance and just do something about it. Take advantage of that moment. That's my problem. I never do.
Staring across the park, I notice a glorious light in the dark. Seated without a care, she sits within a chair. The pounding in my chest begins to race with the heavenly glow of her porcelain face. She turns her head and looks directly into my eyes. My heart skips a beat, and I am paralyzed. I drop my head and look away. If only I could think of something to say. She brushes her hair back with such grace, as beads of sweat begin to form upon my face.
thoughts drift away as I imagine us together and think of what we might say.
Your eyes tell many stories, full of dreams and full of glory.
And your face, beautiful as day, takes me out of the darkness and the rain.
Fear not, for my love is true, as a clear afternoon sky is blue.
My heart aches for every moment I think of you, throughout the day until the morning dew.
You bring me warmth when I shiver, and a kiss that brings me to quiver.
And with my kiss, I will love you forever. Leave you or walk away, I will never. My thoughts of what could be fade away, as reality will have the final say. My nerves of steel come undone, like butterflies inside me that burn like the sun. I look back up to notice her eyes still fixed on me. She sends me a smile like an angel full of glee. I try to talk to her, but all I could say is hello. I walk past her with my inner voice saying no. Although I will never know her name and never return to this place, I will never forget the girl with the porcelain face.
Some guys have all the luck. Take my older brother, for example. He comes from the same family of cursed men, yet he has all the luck. He can just sit down next to a woman and boom, make it happen. And he does it every single time. He's never married because he just dates one girl after another, after another, after another. It just doesn't stop at this guy. I don't know how it comes so easy to him. And the thing is, he's kind of a prick.
So other than the documentary work, what else you do with your time?
Well, I play ringette.
Ringette.
I'm on the ringette team.
What is ringette?
You don't know what ringette is?
Never heard of it.
Hockey?
Hockey?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
you mean
hockey,
for like
but
hockey
women.
for chicks?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
For chicks.
Women.
Right. Women.
So you guys
So I
just
play
is this
ringette.
non-contact hockey? You guys don't want to hurt each other, right?
Well, it's not like we're into the, you know, make a fight in the corner for 20 minutes to make up 3/4 of the game.
Well, I mean, that's entertainment,
Oh, sure.
correct?
Yeah. If that's what you need, that's okay. But
Well, I'm just an interviewer. I'm just trying to get a story.
You are now.
Trying to get something that what people like.
right. So ask me some deep, dark secrets.
Deep and dark.
Yeah.
Are you single?
Yes.
Oh, that's good. I'll remember that one. We'll talk later about that.
You want to know my favorite swear word?
The swear word? Sure. Shoot.
Motherfucker.
Whoa.
What's your favorite swear word?
Shit.
Shit?
Wow.
Shit.
I didn't know we were gonna drop F-bombs here.
Oh,
Swear words? Well, you got a mouth on you.
it's just satisfying.
Oh. Is that the only thing that satisfies you?
No, there are other things.
Okay. Well, being single, you know, you never know.
I don't have a problem.
Okay, so regardless, you get yours.
I get mine.
All right.
I get some.
I like that. I like a woman who admits she gets hers.
I get mine.
All right. All right. Well, then, what do you do for fun, other than the filmmaking, other than the hockey playing and?
Well, you know, I've got this club. It's kind of like it's like a philosophy club. We meet every, you know, like 2 weeks.
Another women's club.
No, this one's mixed.
Guys
Yeah.
and guys and girls.
Yeah, guys and girls. Yeah. Although the guys that we have in the group are all gay, but it is mixed.
Gay.
Right.
Well, that works. So it's almost like all girls. Because gay guys and women just love to hang out and talk to each other.
Yeah, it's true,
Because
actually.
women can relate to gay men.
That's
right?
true. Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you could talk to a gay guy about anything.
Totally. Totally.
And they understand.
They totally understand. Sometimes I don't understand why men aren't more like gay men in that sense.
Well, you know, it's probably because they just have to show their masculine side. You know, they don't want, they don't want their feminine side to come out and seem like they're gay.
But it actually might be helpful.
Well, I think telling that to a guy and them actually doing it are two different things. You know, I know me, you know, I'm not gonna come out and say a bunch of gay things to a bunch of women, you know.
Like what?
I'll try to keep my masculine side.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Show a little muscle?
Well, sure. We're all men, and we have to stay masculine, so why come out and talk about anything gay? You know, we don't want to appear that we're gay, right?
Yeah, but I mean, what's wrong with a little sensitivity?
All right, that's enough of that. I'm the interviewer here. This is going too far, this gay
Well, this
thing.
should go two ways. I mean, we're both in this documentary, aren't we?
Sure.
I was just thinking, and I don't know if there's anything wrong with this, but I daydream a lot. I find that when I daydream, my life is actually better in my thoughts than my own real life. Now, I don't know if that's a healthy thing, but something that I do over and over again is I daydream about this girl, and she looks the same every time. And I don't know why I picture her, because I never met her. But I play out this whole scenario in my head, and she's this beautiful girl, and I wonder is it possible that that girl is my soulmate? That she is the one? And that's why I see her in my mind. These thoughts, they would go through my head all the time, and I'd just start to daydream about her and create these bizarre scenarios, things that could never happen, just way out there, but the way I would want it to happen, and the way I would hope it would happen.
Do you know that I love you?
Me? Are you talking to me? Did you say you love me? How could you love me? You don't even know me.
Do you know that I love you and you're going to marry me?
I'm gonna marry you? Me? How am I gonna marry you?
I knew that as soon as I came into the park.
Wait,
I saw you.
You saw me? You came into the park, you saw me, and you knew that you loved me?
And that you love me, and that you're going to marry me.
I do, I love you. And I'm gonna marry you? I don't know how to respond to that.
So what's conflicting you?
I don't want to talk about it. I'm not in the mood.
Well, I saw you running before. What are you running from?
My life sucks. My life sucks. I live in this stupid little apartment. I have this stupid job. I gotta make these phone calls and use this stupid voice. It's not even my own voice. Hello, how are you? I mean, who the hell talks like that? And I gotta sell some stupid product that nobody will buy. I mean, would you buy a cell phone booster that doesn't work? It's useless. It doesn't do anything. It's not gonna work. If there's no tower there, it's not gonna work. And that's what I do. And that's my life. And then people, they don't want to buy, and I don't make any money, and I'm stuck in that miserable little hellhole. It just keeps going. Last year, my parents died in a horrible car accident. I got nobody. I got nothing. I live in this stupid little place. What the hell kind of life is that? It's not a life.
So, why don't you just quit? Move out, get a new job, and get a new apartment.
I can't do that.
Yes, you can.
I'd rather just,
Rather just what?
kill myself.
Really?
Be easier.
Easier? In terms of what?
Hey, who's gonna miss me, really? You know? I'll just be gone. I won't have the stupid little apartment anymore and this stupid job, and won't have to do anything with any job. I mean, I'll be free.
People will kind of actually be more mad at you than miss you. They'll have to deal with you after that.
Yeah.
Actually. I mean, think about everything you're dealing with now. You're going to have to deal with a lot more after you do that. Anyway.
I can't just... Alright, so I don't...
It's really that easy.
Kill myself. How do I quit? I mean...
You just quit!
But I got bills!
You just quit and you just get a new place and you just...
Just like that, I'm just...
Yep. And you find a new job that you're happier with. I mean, what's more important? Your sanity or... I mean, really? I mean, look around you.
Quit. I could do that,
There's
couldn't
so many jobs available out there. I mean, you might just be happy selling flowers. Or working in a coffee shop. I mean...
So I just quit.
Who cares?
Okay, so
what
I
you
do that. I do that, okay? I quit.
Yeah.
I just leave.
Yeah.
But now I'm still stuck in that miserable little hellhole.
So move out.
It's like the
and
walls
it
are
won't
coming
be
in
a
on
hellhole anymore.
But
Look, I thought I was this like whole big victim person, and I was in this abusive relationship, and and my life was hell, and I had this horrible future awaiting for me, and I didn't listen to any of my friends, and I was in this abusive relationship, and it was just horrible, and I had no friends anymore because I wouldn't listen to them, and finally I just left because...
You left him?
Well, yeah. I mean, I finally had to listen to myself because you don't really listen to them. You listen to yourself in the long run. Just like you're going to listen to yourself in the long run. You're not going to listen to me when the time comes. And, well, that's what happens. When you finally do it, it's the most liberating feeling you'll ever have in your life. And it just brought me here, sitting next to you on this park bench. And that's how I know that I'm supposed to be here right now with you.
How? How do you know that I'm the one that you're gonna marry? How?
You'll see. Trust me.
How do you look? You just look across the park and you know you love me already? How?
It's just...
It's
just a feeling.
As crazy as this sounds, I think I do love you. I mean, I've never met you before, but in a way, I feel like I have. I feel like you've always been there. This is getting crazy, isn't it? It's crazy, isn't it? How does things like this happen? I was in hell just a few minutes ago. I was ready to end it all, but then something told me to just come here and just run. I don't know what it was, I just had to run. And then I got tired, so I came over here. And then you came over here. And then you say this craziest thing I've ever heard is that you love me. And now I think I love you, but okay. But if I'm gonna marry you, and if I love you and you love me, shouldn't I know your name?
Nicole.
Nicole. I'm Willie, or Will, or Billy, or Bill.
Will. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. And Will, that is the name I prefer.
I know.
You do, don't you? Alright, I'm out. No more job, it's over.
Good.
So,
where do we start?
Should we, before we actually get married, should we actually get to know each other maybe? Or do we already know each other?
That's a fine idea, Will.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do it.
So it happened. It happened. I broke the curse. I met the girl of my dreams. The actual girl of my dreams, the one that I see in my dreams, she was real. And I actually met her. And as soon as I saw her, I knew I had to do something about it. So I asked her out, she said yes, and we dated for 2 years, and it was incredible. She was sweet, she was funny, she was kind. She was so much fun to be with. And I just knew she was my destiny. And I could not let it pass. I had to do something about this. I had to do something. And so I did.
Nicole, could you come here for a second? Look, I'm sorry to do this. I'm sorry to do it. I know I didn't tell you that I was gonna... But you heard all that stuff I just said. That's true. I mean, you changed my life. You did. I mean... It was just like a snap of the fingers. I mean, everything changed. And I guess what you said, it was like... It was supposed to happen. But I think there's something I should do. Before that... I don't even remember my life before that. Because it was everything from that day forward. And you were right when you said those crazy things that day when you first saw me. I mean, you said, that you loved me, that I was gonna fall in love with you, or that I already did love you. And then you said that we were gonna be married one day. Well, no, I didn't plan this. I don't even have a ring. I got my keys, they have a ring on there. So maybe if we use that. But what I'd like to ask you, Nicole, is I should do this right. Nicole, will you marry me?
Of course, Will. I'll marry you.
We already knew this anyways, didn't we? You said it on the first day, right?
Yeah, I know.
Alright, well, you know what? The documentary's almost done. Why don't we just go now? Let's start planning it now, okay? Alright, come on.
Let's go.
Go! I don't know if that's a good start.
Yeah, not so fast. Things didn't exactly end happily ever after. No, about 2 weeks after we got back from our honeymoon, walked in the house after work, and there she was, on the kitchen floor, naked, with the mailman, and our electrician, and the plumber who came to fix the leaky faucet. But apparently there was another leaky faucet that day, and my brother and his wife. Yep, all there in the kitchen floor. Naked. And I'm not talking naked Twister either. It was... And then there was something about a moose and a dog there, but I don't even want to get into it. I don't want to talk about it. I still have nightmares about it. So, it didn't exactly work out, and we are divorced now, and I don't know where she is. Probably some freak show, sleeping with the bearded lady and an elephant. But, again, I don't really want to get into it. So, bottom line, she wasn't my soulmate. Unless, of course, she was, and I'm supposed to be with a nympho whore, but that's not really what I'm looking for. So, I don't know. I guess it's back to the dating game again, and the curse lives on. Yep, she wasn't alone there with all them either. Sister was there. Neighbor.